Hello everybody, if it's your first time with us today, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're going to be continuing our series on tactical motifs, getting down there, getting through a lot of our patterns at this point, and what we're going to be looking at today is clearance. What is a clearance tactic? How can we get a sacrifice with our pieces in order to make sure we're using the other pieces potentially behind them or that are blocked by them to their fullest potential? Well, when we're talking about a clearance sacrifice, we're usually looking at a situation in which one of our pieces is sort of blocking another. Either it's on the square they want to go to, or it's in the way of the path that will help to open up lines of attack so that we can best utilize what we have at our disposal. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first puzzle here. This is going to be a nice quick short one. We've got a mate in 2 going on. It's white to move. And this is going to give us a nice demonstration of that clearance tactic. We can see that black has just played queen to h3 over here and is now eyeing checkmate on the g2 square. So white must act quickly in order to capitalize on his advantages. What is the move in this position? Make sure you take a look, pause the video if you need to. And that big blow we're going to deal here, knight to f6 with check, right? And what's the purpose of this move? Well, it's not just to lose our knight, of course, because black has a couple different ways he can take it. But after the move bishop f6, the point is that now we have cleared the way, a clearance sacrifice. The knight is gone, and we can play queen takes h7 checkmate. Happy days, white's won the game. Very nice looking clearance sacrifice. Let's go ahead and take a look at another one here, another common pattern with the clearance idea. This time it's black to move, and white has managed to let the h-file open, so there's this nice big h-file. Is there a way that black can take advantage of this? Well, it's only one more move in order to finish off the game this time. We had mate in 2 last time. This time it's checkmate in 3 moves. How can black use the idea of clearance in order to deliver checkmate? Well, you may have been looking at it, and let's see if you got the right move. The first move, rook to h1 check. Now this is another sacrifice, always fun to be giving up our material in order to deliver the final blow. But this is not only a clearance move, it's also a decoy. And when we say decoy, what we mean by that is the king has now been drug out to the h1 square. By playing rook h1, the king is forced to take it, and this makes him more vulnerable to what move? What was the idea? Queen to h8. So we cleared the rook off of the h8 square. That way the queen could come to h8 with check. Now there's only one move for black, king to g1, and I hope that everybody can find this next one. Checkmate in one move. What is it? Queen to h2, checkmate. And happy days for the black pieces, once again using clearance to deliver a nice mating combination. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more clearance combo here. Make sure we've really drilled in the position. And this time we've got the white pieces again. We're down a pawn as it is right now. And black has some threats of their own. If it were black to move, black would like to play the move bishop takes f2 with check and potentially win this queen. Well, it might not work here because we've got queen takes f2, a nice little save, but black's trying to get a nice little attack going in here. But not black on the move, it's our turn, right? It's white to move, so how can we use clearance once again in order to finish off our opponent and give ourselves a nice winning game? Well, this time it's going to be a knight move, so we're going to start with knight d6 check, forking everybody, right? Well, of course it's a fork, but black can simply take our knight. He's taken our knight and unleashed the rook upon the queen. What do we want to do here? Well, it's true we could take the rook, but after rook takes queen and our rook takes rook, yes, we've got 2 rooks for the queen, but we had to give up a knight to do so. So give up both a rook and a queen, or a queen and a knight rather, for 2 rooks. That's not a great trade. What's the better move here? How can we win material for white? Ah, the fork. Queen to f5. Remember the idea of clearance. Our knight was on the f5 square before. We wanted to play queen to f5, so we played knight d6 first, moving the bishop away and clearing the f5 square for our queen. Now we have check and an attack on the c8 rook. So after the king moves away to a square like g8, now what can we play? Rook takes c8, and we've won the exchange, still with a big attack going on as well. White should go on to win this game. So those are our clearance tactics today. Hopefully now you understand how to use clearance and can put that into action in your own games. Look forward to seeing what you all come up with. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comment section below, and best of luck to you in your games to come.